Hey, good morning. Hi, everybody. It is Tuesday. I think it's the 26th of November. We are ending or edging toward the end of November. And as you know, November is Diabetic Awareness Month. And so I've been coming on here every single day sharing something about type 1, whether it be our personal journey or a fact or a story. And I wanted to share with you my hair look at that up there. Do you ever look at yourself in these? I hate watching myself in these. Anyway, side note. Okay, so I have kind of something fun I think I'm going to do to end out the rest of Diabetic Awareness Month. So you've heard a lot from me, and I thought maybe you'd want to hear from somebody else. So tomorrow I'm going to interview my husband with me. We're going to do a live together and kind of give you a little bit of his perspective of being a diabetic parent. I think in general, not to be stereotypical, but it at least is true in my family, I'm the one that's a little more verbal and emotional about it. But that doesn't mean that he doesn't have emotions about it as well. And so tomorrow you're going to get to hear from Kyle with me together. On Thursday, I'm going to have all of my little family. So Kyle, myself, Molly, and the two boys. And we're going to share with you something that we're thankful for, because it's going to be Thanksgiving about type 1. There are so many blessings hidden in the shadow, and so we're going to talk about that. On Friday, she doesn't know it yet, and she may say no, but I'm going to ask my mama to be on here and give you the perspective of a grandparent of a type 1. And then to close it out on Saturday, I'm going to have Molly on here with me and just let her share anything she would like people to know about type 1. So we're going to end Diabetic Awareness Month with me having people with me for the rest of the month, so you don't have to listen to just me. What I wanted to share today is a couple things. First of all, I wanted to clear up a question on glucagon. My video got cut off yesterday. So I had a friend 2 days ago, I did a live on glucagon, what it is, how to use it. It is a critical piece that could save Molly's life if you ever find her and she's unconscious or unable to swallow, consume. Sometimes when they get so low and their brain is not functioning properly, they choke. They don't remember to swallow, for lack of a better description. And so if she's ever at that point, then what we would do is use the glucagon. So I had a friend text me and she said, question for you, how do I know if Molly's unconscious, or if I would find her, that she was low and not high, and what would that mean? So here's what I want to reassure you. If you ever find Molly or a type 1 diabetic and they're unconscious, assume low blood sugar and give the glucagon, period. You cannot overdose somebody on glucagon. I've asked lots of questions about this, been on the Eli Lilly website, spoken to somebody at Eli Lilly. If you would give glucagon when somebody's blood sugars were super high, it virtually would be non-effective in their body. So definitely you would never want to give glucagon unless it was an emergent issue. But if, let's say, she was off the charts high with blood sugar, you can't harm her by giving her that glucagon. It would basically be, it's kind of a smart drug, for lack of a better term, I guess. And so you can't hurt her by giving her the glucagon if she's high. But I mean, ideally, obviously it's for a low. And I think it would be, most of the time when people are at that point, you're going to know they're low, or they're going to be signs leading up to it. So don't be afraid. You cannot overdose somebody on glucagon. I thought that was an important question. I was so glad she asked it, and I wanted to clear that up to help other people. The second thing I wanted to share today is, it hit me in the last couple of years. I've always told Kyle, take hunting trips. He's a big hunter. Take hunting trips on Thanksgiving. It's a dumb holiday. It's a dumb holiday. And that's not very nice. It's disrespectful. I appreciate Thanksgiving, but I think we should live a life of gratitude every day. So to me, it's always like, why do we need a day to celebrate gratitude? And then it hit me last night as Kyle and I were talking about Thanksgiving that I guess my opinion's probably shifted in the last 4.5 years. And it's shifted because it's all based around food. And I shared on Halloween that Halloween kind of lost its luster for Molly when, you know, it's all about candy. And yes, she could have candy, but she can't just mindlessly eat it like most kids can. I mean, she has to account for it and dose for it. And so she can't just pop a candy bar in her mouth, you know, from Halloween like most kids can. And so it kind of took the joy out of that for her. Well, I guess Thanksgiving in my heart's kind of the same way. And I've kind of shut myself down on Thanksgiving. Like, I've told myself I don't like it. And I've never really thought about why. And it hit me last night. I think that's why. It's because it's a holiday all based on food. And food is not a bad thing for Molly. Food is not the enemy, but at times food feels a little bit like the burden, because it's because of food that we dose. It's because of food. She would need insulin without food to function, but a great focus is on the food and the carbohydrates. And so a giant meal like Thanksgiving, I just think, bleh, it just totally turns me off now. So, okay, so when you recognize something like that, it's a pain point, and so it's something I need to work on and find new reasons to love Thanksgiving, to focus on the family aspect of it, the gratitude aspect of it, and put less emphasis in my mind on the food part of it. But I think that's why Thanksgiving and the idea of Thanksgiving has kind of shifted in my brain. It's because it's a food-based holiday, and for us, that's just another hurdle to jump. But we will jump it. We will jump it. And I'm going to spend some time really being grateful and think about the blessings and try not to focus so much on that aspect of Thanksgiving, because anyway, it just taught me something about myself, and I think those things are important to learn. But so I wanted to answer that question on glucagon, share with you kind of my thought on Thanksgiving, what I've realized, why I don't like Thanksgiving, and to tell you that I'm going to turn that around in my brain, because I certainly don't want my daughter not liking Thanksgiving because of my kind of opinion that's projected onto her. So that's something we're going to work on. But anyway, tomorrow Kyle will be on here with me. I'm going to kind of ask him a few questions, let you see his perspective of being a diabetic dad. And it should be interesting. I have no idea what he'll say or what his opinions will be, but I'm excited to hear them right along with you. So tomorrow Kyle will join me on here. And until then, please fight with us until type 1 is type none. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day.